Getting a college education is expensive. It may even be frightening sometimes. Just thinking about it is stressful. But knowledge, skills, expertise, and training are exactly what employers look for today. And what tends to be a common requirement among those jobs you see posted online or in an ad? That's right, a 4-year degree. And not all of us can be celebrities and make millions of dollars. So before you start to make judgments about going to college, just hear me out. Because you never know. This information I give to you today may be essential for your future. Getting a college or 4-year degree is important. Getting a 4-year degree is important because you can get higher paying jobs, you are more likely to be employed, and you are more likely to be financially stable. First off, getting a 4-year degree is important because you can get higher paying jobs. According to the Institute of Education Sciences, in 2012, the median of earnings for young adults with a bachelor's degree was $46,900, while the pay range was $22,900 through $30,000 for those without a bachelor's degree. In other words, young adults with a bachelor's degree earned more than twice as much as those without one. Young adults without a 4-year degree made about 50% or more less than those who attained a bachelor's degree. Take the Ben Carson story, for example. Ben Carson was a poor African-American boy living in poverty in Detroit in the mid to late 1900s with a mother that only had a third-grade education level. His mother sometimes worked 3 jobs at a time and pushed him towards the importance of education, even though he didn't see the importance of education himself. She often had to clothe him with clothes she made herself, being unable to afford to buy them. Might I remind you, this was during the time of the Civil Rights era, where there was much upheaval and unrest in the African-American community. He eventually graduated high school with honors, then was accepted into Yale University, and then to the School of Medicine at Michigan State University. Ben Carson attained his doctorate degree, and his starting salary was around $300,000. Dr. Carson started out from a background like many of you. Do not let your background define who you are. Secondly, attending college or attaining a 4-year degree is important because you are more likely to be employed. According to the 2013 data by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, for adults 25 years of age and older with an education less than a 4-year degree, the unemployment rate is 7.5% compared to the adults with a bachelor's degree, which is 4%. Adults 25 years of age and older with less than a bachelor's degree are 3.5% more likely to be unemployed than those with at least a bachelor's degree. Juan Valera was an 18-year-old high school dropout who was considering the high school equivalent, the GED. He states, "Truth is, I don't want a GED. Valera wishes to attain a 4-year degree in criminal justice, then eventually work with the FBI. But in today's world, a GED cannot even get you in the door at Burger King. Every time he stops by to ask them if they're hiring, they claim that he is bothering him. And let me tell you, this is a fast food joint, like fast food. Valera realizes companies want credentials that says the person has the knowledge, skills, and expertise to perform the job correctly. Now that employers are looking for college degree recipients, what are you going to do when you can't find a job that's supporting enough? Lastly, attaining a bachelor's degree may help you be more financially stable. According to John Van Heck, a writer for MinnPost, a 4-year college degree carries greater lifetime financial rewards and stability than a work life anchored with some college or a high school diploma. In accumulated income earnings, it's not even close. Recent research and analysis for the Economic Policy Institute reported in the Upshot, a New York Times economics column, finds that college graduates make more money, significantly more money, than less well-educated Americans. We shouldn't need to study to know that educational achievement translates into greater lifetime earnings. This goes back to making more money with a bachelor's degree rather than any other degree lower. Also, getting your 4-year degree will make you more financially stable than those without one. Now let's go back to the Ben Carson example. Once again, I emphasize that he was poor and came from an unstable background, but with his college education, his 4-year degree, then eventually a doctorate degree, his annual salary and job was enough to secure his financial security, his family's financial security, as well as his mom's financial security, who broke her back trying to provide for her family. We have just reviewed why attaining a bachelor's degree is important. These reasons were that attaining a bachelor's degree is important because you can get higher paying jobs, you are more likely to be employed, and lastly, you are more financially stable in the future. Now, I know many of you are thinking that college is expensive and you can't afford you. But let me tell you, there are scholarships, there are grants, there are federal loans and private loans that are designed specifically for students like you to be able to take and have access to so that you could attain your four-year degree. And even though you may be paying off these loans that you take out, your financial security is still intact because you have a better chance of making more money in the future than those without a bachelor's degree and a better chance of being employed. You may also be thinking that you cannot even get into college with your grade point average. There are two-year colleges across the country that accept people who struggled in high school and have a low grade point average. Take that as your second chance to redeem yourself, get good grades, get a good grade point average, apply for undergraduate scholarships, then make your way to a four-year college. Lastly, yes, there are a lot of people that make a lot of money without a bachelor's degree, but let me tell you, again, that is a 1 in a million chance. They either had to work their way up to it, which may take years, or they're celebrities, or there are other circumstances that do not fall under those two. But this is not possible for all of you. So take your chance now. The rest of your life starts today, and from here on out, it's up to you to make the right decision.